It was a time of peace, love, and revolution. But hidden in the fog of San Francisco was something darker, a phantom who wrote in code, hunted by the police, and worshipped by fear. His name? The Zodiac. His identity? Still unknown. The Zodiac Killer wasn't just a murderer, he was a message, a taunt. A twisted enigma carved into the very heart of California's golden dream. Between 1968 and 1969, he claimed at least 5 lives, but hinted at dozens more. He sent letters, ciphers, threats. He wanted fame and he got it, but he never got caught. It began as many American nightmares do, on Lover's Lane. December 20, 1968. David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, 2 teenagers out on a date, parked along Lake Herman Road. They were just 2 kids in love, until someone approached their car and opened fire. Betty Lou was found dead at the scene. David would die before reaching the hospital. No witnesses, no suspects, just fear. And then, nothing. Until July 4th, 1969. This time it was Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau. They were attacked in Blue Rock, Springs Park, just 4 miles from the first murders. Darlene died. Michael, against all odds, survived and gave police their first real clue. A description of the shooter. Heavyset, short brown hair, glasses. But it wasn't enough. On August 1st, 1969, the first Zodiac letters arrived at 3 newspapers. Inside was a confession, a threat, and the infamous 408 symbol cipher. He demanded they publish it, or he'd strike again. He signed off with a crosshair symbol and warned, "I like killing people because it's so much fun." He wasn't just a murderer, he wanted to be remembered, and he wanted the public to join the game. On September 27, 1969, another attack, Lake Berryessa. Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were enjoying a picnic when a man approached. Hooded in a black executioner's costume, he carried a gun and a knife. He tied them up and stabbed them repeatedly. Brian survived, but Cecilia died. Before fleeing, the killer wrote a message on Brian's car door. Vallejo on 12/20-68, 7/4/69, Sep 2769, 6:30, by the knife. He signed it with his symbol. 2 weeks later, Paul Stein, a cab driver in San Francisco, was shot in the head by a passenger. This time, the Zodiac didn't just flee. He mailed a piece of Stein's bloody shirt to the press. Police had a composite sketch. Round glasses, brown hair, calm expression, but no name. By now, panic had gripped the Bay Area. Police had a face, but no leads. The Zodiac taunted detectives with more letters, each one stranger than the last. He claimed to have killed 37 people, bragged about planting bombs, mocked the police. He even called in live to a TV show with a lawyer present, demanding that a particular attorney be there, or he wouldn't speak. The man who called sounded confused, distressed. Some believe it was a hoax. Others are not so sure. Cracking the Zodiac ciphers became an obsession. Code breakers, amateur sleuths, even military cryptographers tried their hand. One cipher, the Z340, remained unsolved for over 50 years. In 2020, a team finally cracked it. The message was chilling. "I hope you're having lots of fun and trying to catch me." But there was no name, no clues, just more taunts. Over the decades, countless suspects emerged, but none stuck. Arthur Lee Allen, a convicted child molester, had many circumstantial links. He lived near the crimes, had a Zodiac brand watch, and a typewriter similar to that used in the letters. But DNA ruled him out. Others came and went. Some confessed. Some were obsessed. None were proven. Even the best forensics failed. No fingerprints, no matches. Just a string of cryptic letters and a trail of bodies. The Zodiac Killer didn't just murder. He changed crime forever. He invented a persona. He understood media. He knew how to captivate a nation. His story inspired films, theories, podcasts, Reddit threads, and deep web rabbit holes. But one thing remains the same. No one knows who he was. The last confirmed Zodiac letter arrived in 1974. It mocked the movie The Exorcist and was signed with his familiar symbol. After that, silence. Did he die? Was he imprisoned for another crime? Did he just stop? Or is he still alive, watching us, reading the news, smiling as we chase his shadow? In the end, the Zodiac Killer became more than a man. He became a myth, a ghost, a riddle with no answer. The cipher that haunts America's darkest corners. He promised that solving his puzzles would reveal his name. But what if the final puzzle is that there never was one? If you think you've solved the mystery, you're not alone. People have been trying for over 50 years. And maybe, just maybe, the truth is still out there. But until someone finds it, we're all just playing his game.